What's up, y'all? It's your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince, and this is Sitting on the Throne, which is a show we do every Tuesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Who had a good time last night? Line Dance Mondays. You guys are the first people that I spoke to today, I think. Using my throat for the first time. Pause. And the energy was crazy last night. Whew. Good time, good class. Taught some stuff last night. We went over STL Jamaica Funk. That was fun dance. People were struggling with the pimp walk, like the actual turning part, like dropping that. But yeah, we had a good time on that yesterday. Chris, that's a great dance. STL Jamaica Funk. Share this page if you on here on Facebook. Share the link. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you get notified every time content is posted, videos, flyers, or live videos like such. All right, what we got going on? Today is Tuesday, December 10th. 2 days before TCH. 2 days. Let me see who on here. Let me check my comments. Who on this joint real quick. Okay, y'all, what's up? We got people on from YouTube and Facebook. Type in the comments where you checking in from. Let me know where you is at on this lovely day. I think the voting is complete for UC Star Awards. All of you that got your votes in, it was some good ones. It was some of the categories. It was like, ooh, I can go either or. Oh no, there's some good categories on the UC Star Wars ballot, but I think that is done now, and curious to see how that turns out. Good luck to everybody who was nominated, and not as good luck. I would say congratulations, because just to be recognized by your peers for putting out something that people love and appreciate is always a good thing. So let's get into some house stuff. What we got? April, the first weekend of April, we got the Beginners Ball, of course, hosted by me and your girl Q. April 4th through the 6th. It's gonna be a good time, man. Coming to an ATL. We pretty much sold out. Got a couple tickets left, if not one or two, y'all, something like that. But you also know that I put out another party for Thursday. Since the rooftop party was sold out for that Thursday and people still wanted to come down and do something, the hotel rented out another ballroom for me to use on Thursday. So the first 400 that booked for that will be able to attend that. So it'll be 300 at the rooftop and 400 at the ballroom at the hotel on that Thursday. So we got party spots for 700 people on a Thursday, which would be crazy. 2 parties going on at the same time, different locations. It's gonna be crazy. And then of course Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all 1,200 of us will rock out, have a good time. Meet and greet on Friday. Workshop on Saturday morning. The actual ball on Saturday night. The ball theme is sneaker ball with red sneakers. And then Sunday, of course, I think from 10 to 2, we have like a little farewell party. So it's gonna be a good thing. Got a great lineup. We got great instructors coming in. We got Bernetta Cisco, one of my favorites out of New Orleans, Louisiana. We got Donetta coming from Cali. April Johnson from Baltimore. And of course, Alicia Taylor Williams out of Georgia, hometown. All right. And so the event is in Atlanta, so it's going to be fun, man. The ATL people always show up, turn out. We got people coming from, I think, for this event, 36 states. 37. I got to count again because people still adding on. I got to see how many states we got. That'd be pretty cool to get that final on that. So that should be good. The beginners ball, and of course we got our DJs for the beginners ball. It's gonna be a great event. Rondi, Steph, so I say Lady Steph. Yours truly, DJ Worldwide, and then of course DJ Pleasure. So it's gonna be a great time at the beginners ball. What's up, Mickey? What's up, Short Girl, or G, or both of y'all? Yeah, so that right there is gonna be great. Bam, 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 and then in August, we got the Line Dance and Groovy Cruise coming up. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna be we actually have the Miami Beach Convention Center where we will be throwing a party day before the cruise. Registration for that pre-party event will drop in April. We got plenty of time for that. We about to drop the themes soon, so you can get ready to start picking your stuff out, getting your clothes, and going shopping and doing all that stuff. But right now, we do have doubles, triples, and quad cabins available. Just go to www.thelinedancergroovycruise.com. We are well over 2,900 people. I think it's about 50 or 60 people on spots left. So sellout is at 3,000. So go ahead, lock in your spots. This thing is about to be crazy. It's about to be January 1st, and we're going to be saying, because we started promotion for this thing in April of 2023. So we was saying, in 2 years, we going to the cruise and this and that. And this year, we were saying, next year, we doing this. Come next month, we saying, this summer. We'll be saying, this summer, the ultimate line dance vacation, the Line Dance and Groovy Cruise, where we have the whole damn ship. Go to www.thelinedancergroovycruise.com. Like I said, where we have doubles, triples, and quad cabins available. Go there now, check it out. Get these last spots that we have available, and do not miss this thing, man. It's gonna be crazy. No, just interiors. Like I said, you can't. You know, when you number 2,952, it ain't ain't gonna be too much left to pick from. But doubles, triples, and quads are available. So if it's two of you and your side piece, or you and your homegirl, or you and two of your homegirls, or y'all want to make it a ladies' trip and all four of y'all want to go, this is it. Do not miss this. Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Get to that website, www.theLineDancingGroupieCruise.com, where we will have a good time, man. I'm gonna hit my famous pose. And this time, like I said, this time it's gonna be about 100 of us, 200, 300, 400. We got the whole island to ourselves. We're gonna go out there and do the famous pose, you know what I'm saying? How we do it, like, bah! Hit the pose out there. And look at that blue water out there in that water. It will be amazing. But, oh, man. Well, yeah, it's going to be a good time. Lala said, well, my wedding came first, so I had to wait and see how my money fell first. So that's why I'm late. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I get it. I get it. And congratulations, you know, all that stuff. That's harder. Good love is harder to find than the line dance, right? So that take precedent. You gotta do that first, cause niggas ain't shit, and you got a good one. So you know. Mm. But all right, we are. What we talking about? Anything else I got? Oh yeah, SoulLineDanceRadio.com. How I forget about my own? I forget about my own stuff, man. Be doing too much, bro. I swear. Bam. Soul Line Dance Radio, www.soullinedanceradio.com is where we play line dance music all day, all night, every day. If you got stuff out there, you got new stuff you dropping, send me the music to it. If you got some old classics I might not have, even if I haven't, you might not know if I have it or not, because it's music playing all day long, right? And we got hours and hours and hours and hours of music loaded up in the database right now. I think we up to like 13 hours now. I'm putting music on there every day. And then I'm gonna start breaking down segments. So I'm gonna start giving every region their own day and time where dances that came out in their region will be played and all of that. And then we're gonna be doing. So I'm still doing a lot of work with this radio station stuff right now. About to drop some stuff for events. If you got an event coming up and you got a playlist, get with me, send me that stuff, send me what I need. We can set up a day and time for you to get a spot, but people can tune in and get ready and practice and stuff like that. Cause I'm dropping one weekly for the beginners ball too. So if you got, for anybody, not just my stuff, this is a community thing. If you got an event coming up, you got a playlist, and you want people to start getting ready for it, we'll give you a day and a time slot during the week where we could play those tracks 2 or 3 hours and get it going. Like, this is what we're trying to do with this platform here. I'm very excited. Also, if you want to send me audio tracks promoting commercials, you can hit me up about that. There is promo packages available on here, because we got a lot of people right now. I think in the first 2 weeks, we got thousands of people who have tuned into this. I'm proud of y'all checking it out. This peeking your head in. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and there's 30 people in there sometimes listening to it. So it's pretty cool. And we're gonna start, it's launched, but it ain't really been launched, right? Pushed, put out there, stuff like that. And that's coming to a lot of a lot of this stuff with the SoulLineDanceRadio.com. DJ mixes coming soon too. All your favorite DJs will be involved. I'll be reaching out to everybody about that. I already started that process. All right. What we got going on? Where you from? Where that's at? How's everybody doing out there? So we got that out the way. Beginners Ball, the Cruise, Soul Radio, SoulLineDanceRadio.com. And we're here at Sitting on the Throne with your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince. It's how I run my class too. I feel like I always, we do a couple warm-up dances, and then I gotta get through all of this news and announcements and introducing the new folks to the old folks and being social and breaking the ice and seeing how everybody feeling, everybody doing. How you doing? You good? You straight? How you feeling? Is you ready? Is you stretch? Is you ready to dance? And then after all of that, we finally get to what we came to do. And we are not dancing right now. We are talking line dance. Today's topic. What is today's topic? Today's topic. I got time today. Share this link. Share this video. I got time today. No, I'm not doing that. All right, so that was the original topic for the day. I was feeling a little spicy yesterday. I see all things. I hear all things. I'm not saying I'm God, but I see, hear, and know a lot. Just know that. I see, hear, and know a lot. I am not God by any stretch of the imagination. But since I'm not going to go into this in any detail, what I will say is, and I talked about this on one of my first episodes of this, about when people come into line dancing and, how they're viewed by, their peers or the OGs. And there's only been about 2 or 3 people who ever personally reached out to me about anything regarding stuff they might have questioned, my intent on things, or quite frankly, what the hell are you doing? And I truly appreciate those people. I'm not going to say no names, but I truly appreciate those people, because as grown adults, it's not he say, she say. You come to the source, you figure out what's going on, and even make suggestions. But the subliminal posts, comments, quotes, all that stuff, I really ain't about that life. I'm from East End, Richmond. Like, come to me, say what you got to say, and you be surprised, might be received well. But you also might get what you need to get to. But my thing is, it needs to be a moment of clarity. Get it off your chest so you can move on with your life. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing what I do, how I do it, moving how I move. And the fact that I know who I am and what I do and what my intentions are, I'm okay with it. Now, am I aware that I'm human and can make mistakes and can do things that may ruffle feathers along the way? Sure. But guess what? Closed mouths don't get fed. So if you're not telling me, stopping me, pulling me to the side, having a conversation like my mom try to do with me every day, it's nothing to talk about. Keep on moving. You do what you do, I do what I do. Until you ready to talk to me, it don't matter. I'm not gonna come up here and hit no cliche lines and all of that stuff. I was getting ready to drop a couple. But this is not the topic for today. But I do have to put it out there. Chill out. I'm okay with what I got going on, obviously. But I'm not one to lie and say I don't care what people think about me. I can honestly say I am where I am and do what I do and who I am because I do care. Sometimes I care too much, but I do care. And so, even like not just with people in general, even if I have an event, like like the beginners ball last year. Say you had 850 people. If 848 people had the time of their life, I still feel some kind of way because 2 people did, right? And so that's just me, right? Trying to figure out why you feel the way that you feel or why you are in the feelings that you have, right? And so, you know, with this, you know, chit chat going on, talk to me. You see me at the events? Come on, man. You see me at the events? And I'm right now directly speaking to a woman. It's okay. I don't know if you've been who you've been hurt by. If you don't like men in general in line dancing, or you feel some kind of way about what I got going on, or I don't know. Let me know. Talk to me. Is it just me? And I've seen the subliminal shots taken at other people all year long for the last year. And I've seen you stir up pots and pull your hand back like you ain't do nothing. I seen it, right? But once it becomes personal, once it's about me, oh, I kind of want to get on that horse and or get out of my get on my my soapbox and use my platform to address it. But that's enough energy I'm gonna give to it right now. Some people reached out to me, was like, yeah, I don't think you need to go that direction. Just stay the course, do what you do, blah blah blah. I got a high level of petty in me, bro. I got a high level of petty in me. So it takes a lot for me to, stay the line dance, French, the smiling guy, the charming guy that you all love in the door, that cares about everybody and makes sure everybody got clothes on their back, gets to the where they need to be on time and timely manner and helping and doing all that. I want to stay that person at all times. That's me. That's the core of me. But that's the saying of it. Throw that rock, hide your hand. Yeah, we see it. We see you doing it. Your name been coming across my desk. Your name been coming across my desk for a while. And I'm the kind of person where I don't even believe the he say, she say. I always say that. I'm gonna come check you out. I'm gonna come check your event out. Come hang, kick it with you, see what's going on. And I'll be like, let me make the decision on my own. Let me make the decision on my own. If you cool or not. And man, initially it was. He was cool. Like, okay. Nah, she cool, dog. No, bro, y'all tripping, bro. She cool. But I've been looking. I've been looking. I've been seeing. I've been hearing. I've been listening. Your name been on my desk. I got a couple files on my desk with your name on it. Everybody been sliding me these folders. Yeah, everybody's saying the same thing. But now I see it, and analyzing it is funny to me because it's like, oh man, it's crazy. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna get off this soapbox. I gave it enough attention for today. But what's up, Terry? What's up, Boston? What's up, Mickey? I appreciate you always supporting the page. Lala said, me too. That's why I tell people to leave me alone. Don't go down that road with me. I remember everything. I got receipts. I And it's the part that killed me. When it's always somebody that you speak highly of or give props to or kind of see what they doing and places that they are not in, still speak highly of them when they don't even know about what I've said about them. And then I see the stuff that I see and the shots that I see and the energy that I'm giving and it's about me. I feel like it's the story of my life. But just know I see it, bro. Like, it is what it is. But when you see me, which you see me all the time, more than a lot of people, pull me to the side. Let's have a conversation. We can go walk around the building. We can go outside. Let's do this. What's up, Latondra? What's up, T? But it's comical, but at the same time, it's concerning. And, even when we getting into these conversations on Facebook, when people having their little Facebook beefs and issues and all of that stuff, and I'm never a pick a side person. I'm always on the side of right. And all my friends know that. All my people know me. Like, I'm not biased in any way. There's somebody in line dancing that I really don't like as a person, but I do all they shit, all they dances, because just like R. Kelly, I can appreciate the art and what you do, but I don't have to like you as a person and who you are in that light, right? And so I'm never really on no side when it comes to, this side or this side, or south or the north or the west or the east, or your city versus my city or whatever. I'm never on the side. Hey, like what he said, I'm finna get loose. If somebody doing something better than me, I want them to be right where they're supposed to be, right beside me. Anybody doing something good, I want to be a part of it. Anybody that know me know that. So for this person to speak the way they speak after conversations that we've had and to move the way you move is crazy to me. But you know who you is. You gonna watch the replay. Your friend's gonna tell you about the video. You're not holier than thou. Stop posting scriptures on your page. Stop. Or go to church for real or something. Sit in the front row. Sit in the front row. Get somebody to lay hands on you one time. But anyway, welcome to Sitting on the Throne with your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince. I love all you guys. Everybody, even the person I'm speaking of right now, I love you too. Call me. You got my number. Call me. That's the crazy part. What's up, Bernard? Sitting on the throne with your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince. Brandon Worrell hit me up with some stuff. He's like, let's talk about line dancing when it comes to everybody's hometown. Everybody's hometown. It's a conversation he wanted to have. I said, okay, this is a good one right here. Okay. This is Mom. Yeah, they got they got one more post, one more comment. They gonna get a phone call. Don't worry about that. This is everybody's city, everybody's hometown, right? But nah, he's stupid. Everybody's city, everybody's hometown has this situation, and I've heard it from a lot of people, even with situations where I thought from a distance were like gold, that saying of comparison is the thief of joy, or like you don't know what's really going on over there, or the grass is not greener on the other side of, like, so, like, for me, I might have thought, like, bro, like, LA show love. They out there, all them groups out there love everybody. They love each other. They work together. They do that. And then, you find out that might not be the case, right? Or, Philly, yeah, brotherly love and all this. They do that, and come to find out that ain't the case. Even here in Richmond, you might say, man, they got a lot of great people out in Richmond. They got this person, that person, these person, man. They work together. They do all these things together. They do blah, blah, blah. And guess what? That's not the case. And I've heard this all over. And, B was saying, like, when he was in line dancing, which I'm trying to bring him back, that's kind of how it was. It was like cliquish, and people over there was like, no, I don't do what they do, and they don't do what I do, and we don't fool with them and all that. And the question was posed, what do we do to get it in a better space than what it is now? And so it's funny because this is why a lot of people actually travel, right? People like travel to go to places where the energy and the love is contagious and accepting, and they're heard, right? And so locally, this might not be what you want. It might not be conducive to what you're trying to accomplish, or the feel that you want to have when you're walking through a door. So, you said grow up. What's up, Forward Motion? What's up, Lisa? Tabby said, come get your man. But, you know, yeah, it's hard. Lala said it's hard to get in another space because people have different motives. Yeah, and so I feel like annually, you know, in every city, because this thing has grown crazily. Annually or biannually or even quarterly, it needs to be like and because of technology now, right? It doesn't even have to be in person. This has to have to be like 18th century round table, right? This has had to be the knights. Every instructor in your city sit at the table and talk. But we can have that with like Zoom or like a Google Meet or something like that, where quarterly or every 6 months, everybody comes to the table and virtually, if not in person, and have these conversations. What are your goals? How can we help each other achieve those goals? How can we grow this community as a whole? And how can we be more inclusive as far as uh, our city, right? And some people don't want to have those conversations. For some people, it's a branding issue. Some people, and for me, like I said, I never pick sides. I understand every side of it. You might not have to agree. Like, I might not agree with it, but I understand people's mindset. Where someone might say, well, inclusion means subtraction. That's how a lot of people think, right? You being a part of my stuff might create a moment where people find out how great you are. And then there's an issue where people might go a different direction. And I feel like personally, your tribe will always be your tribe. Can't nobody take your tribe. And y'all know the cliche saying, what is for you is for you, right? And I always tell people that to ask my class. It was a moment when I used to send my people to all over. I used to shout out instructors, and people go all over the place, or it used to be time when instructors would pop up in my class, And they do that, that back door promoting to be in the back of the room, like, yeah, on Tuesday nights, on Saturday mornings or Wednesdays, Thursdays, all kind of people like coming in and or they will come in, I'll shout them out, blah blah blah. I'm cool because, like I said, at the end of the day, my tribe is my tribe. So whoever walks through the doors, and everybody know I do this every week. Whoever walks in my doors, instructors, even of different formats, I will shout you out. And I have no concern of somebody walking out the door to be a part of what you got going on, right? Because I know how hard I work to do what I do and deliver what I deliver. So what you need to be worried about, I'm not worried about nothing. I'm comfortable. But if you're that person that feels that way, I think personally you still have work to do. Like because for me, I feel like I set the bar so high, right? So if you did come to my class to take somebody or try to get people, just know when they show up, you got to deliver, right? Are you patient? Are you hospitable? Are you sociable? Is the environment in your space comfortable, right? And so I never have an issue with that. I know I've been given a lot of different examples where there were great communities of line dancing that existed, and then there's always a moment in time where something went left or something went right, or like an event where a bunch of groups might have came together to do an event, and then one group took over the event, or you have you know dance shaming, we not get into that. They ain't really dancing, or you mad because they doing dances that you don't know, and so it's uh so that I would say let's just start with these quarterly biannual meetings. And it needs to be a moment like where we have those uncomfortable conversations. Okay, you and your people came to this and we ain't seen y'all since. What happened? Or what did we do wrong? What can we do to make this more appealing? Right? Um, or have that conversation. We do a lot of stuff together in the community. Um, you know, why aren't you wanting to be involved? And it could be a very understanding situation. It might not be the answer you want to hear because everybody doesn't do this for the same reasons, right? So you got a lot of instructors who, shit, I ain't even gonna say a lot of instructors. Most instructors work a job or retire from one and get an income from that retirement. And they line dance, they just be line dancing, which I'll be saying, I just want to dance, Carlos. um, And then you have people like myself that line dance is my life. So like I don't even know what time I got up today because my job was last night, line dance Mondays, right? Or DJing an event this weekend, or whatever the situation is, right? And so it looks different for me versus people that do it as a hobby, right? Because I have a lot of hobbies. I'm a cyclist. I ride my bike. Every time I ride my bike, I don't get no money. Right? I'm out there riding my bike to the end of time. That's my thing. That's ride my bike. I ride my bike. Lisa said, I have no issues with or problems with students going to other instructors' classes. I have instructors attend my class just to learn dances to teach their classes. But I do understand what you're saying, though, Carlos. Yeah, because everybody don't feel the same way, right? And so on the flip side is people can come to your class and promote their class, but they might not be too happy about that when you show up to their class. And you'll see it. Somebody like me, I don't promote my class. I don't even want to teach at your class. If I come to your class, I'm just coming to be a part of your class. But you'll see the energy once you walk into the class. Like, oh, you're here. Okay. And it's like, it's only going to be awkward if you make it awkward. I'm here. Let's keep it at that. Right? Once you make it something else and this and that, now it's, now that's why I say, like, a lot of times if you want to come to my class, I'm not saying announce it, but you can hit me up in the inbox. Let me know, like, if you want to tease something or if you wanted me to announce you. Like, be intentional with it, because don't make it awkward because you being awkward, right? Lala said some do it for fitness only, some do it for fun, some do it for money, which is where a lot of issues start to come in my opinion. I mean, on a local level, sort of. I think if you let that cloud your mind, because I feel like people that air quotes do it for hobby or do it for cardio, a lot of them charge more money than I charge. I be like, hold on, god damn, I thought I was the one that was, god damn, hold on, my class longer, more accessible to activity, bar, food, bowling, and all this stuff. 3 hours, and my class only $5. Man, it's astronomical line dance prices out here now, right? And so I look at it like I'm not money gouging. I'm not, and I can only speak for myself because there are other people that do this for money too. But and my thing, I'm delivering a product everybody wants, right? Like when Beyonce come to town and charge y'all $700 to ticket the nosebleed, everybody pay it. Carlos asked for $5, and he's raping the community. Like, stop. But what's up, Jackie? I think as long as you're making sure everybody's having a good time and you're not messing up the culture as far as etiquette, history, terminology, what they call it, gatekeeping, or just education in general with the line dancing, I feel like there isn't any issue. Sort of like even when I was bringing in out of towns instructors, right? Brought in T, brought in Roz, brought in Quan, right? Bro, these legends, right? These people that have been doing stuff, or we say Roz a up and coming legend, but same for T. But we got Quan in the building, and Quan can dance at every level imaginable, right? And so he come with stuff for everybody. The environment was conducive to everybody having fun, enjoying the situation, having a good time. So I feel like that's not a thing. But when you're talking about, let's get back to the question. How do we have a situation where the community can come together and have a good time? We talked about this. This was at a meeting, a leadership forum at UC probably 5 years ago. And I was talking about how I was anti-group, and y'all know I'm anti-group. Like, I'm not into the groups. I think that is the biggest issue with line dancing, the group thing. And people talked to me after the meeting, was like, Carlos, you were right. In my city, all these groups falling apart and split up and going different ways, and uh uh you know this and that, and I've seen it. Like, I've never had a group, but I've had a situation where we had an event and I had to make some groupish decisions, and it kind of didn't go too well with my class, and I vowed to never have a group situation ever again. I don't want nobody to feel like they got power or this or that. And I never want my name to persuade how people feel about the people that wear the same shirts that I wear. That's not fair. Right. So that's why I've always been anti-group. Right. And what's up, Aaron? Because it's a lot of groups out here that their instructor may be looked at in a different light, well, in a negative way. And because of that, everybody that's wearing that shirt in there, everybody looking at them like, and it's messed up because there are a lot of good people in that group, right? Regardless if how you're looking at that instructor is right or wrong, or whatever your beef may be with that person, we instinctively do it. You could say it to you. You could say that you don't, but you do. It's like saying if you don't like Trump, everybody you see with a Trump shirt on, you're gonna look at him like this. Instinctively, this is what we do. That's not, and it could be good American citizens. You would never know. You wouldn't want to know. You wouldn't care. You just know they got Trump shirts on. And I feel like that's the same way with line dancing with groups. A lot of instructors don't understand the responsibility they have for all of these people that they call in their group. And for me, I don't never want to have that type of responsibility. Y'all see how I talk. Soon as I say something on here, everybody that got that shirt on that say line dance Prince on it or whatever we would be called, even Carlos. That's why when we go to my event, like you came on a cruise, ain't none of y'all know who was in my class because they ain't had no shirt on. So if you felt some kind of way about me, you only felt some kind of way about me. You couldn't be mad at nobody else because you don't even know who the hell in my class unless you've seen them in my videos. But for me, that's why I've always been anti-group from day one. But it's so many other aspects to that too. But when we're talking about making a community comfortable, like imagine going to a party in a city and it just be people in there. That's where I feel like it's a better situation. If I go to an event, Denise said that's why I get to know the individual person. Correct. When I go to an event, imagine going to let's say beginner's ball. You go to the beginner's ball and there's 1,200 people in there, and they just people in there. It's not 50 groups, you know, 13 people got orange on, 20 people got pink on, 35 people got blue on, 85 people got red on, and whatever. It's just people in there. It's 1,200 people. Line dancing, having a good time. If you get in an argument with one person in there or somebody step on your shoes and don't apologize or whatever the situation is, you would just be mad at that one person. But if somebody step on your shoes, don't apologize, push you out the way, keep dancing, and behind them is 13 people wearing the same shirts from the same city, dancing together, you not only mad at that person that stepped on you, pushed you out the way, anybody that got that shirt on is gonna get this look, this wrath, and this action, right? And that's just instinctively. You can say you won't, I promise you, you lying. Unless you have individual relationships with the people in that said group. But most of y'all don't. Most of y'all is too antisocial for that anyway. So I'm not. That's a whole nother conversation. I ain't gonna get into that. What's y'all talking about? Aaron wasn't always that way. We had some of the very same issues he's speaking of, but we stayed the course and worked through it. But it wasn't easy, and we almost walked away a few times. Colin said, "Yeah, that's why I really like the idea of groups being unified under one umbrella. When I was in Tulsa, there was one group. Aaron, glad you stayed the course. I would have never known." Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people have gone through stuff. A lot of cities, a lot of different air quotes groups have, you know, and that's why I said, like, even when Aaron, you might got on here late. Even from the outside in, we look at certain groups of certain cities, certain areas, and be like, man, they got it together. I want to be like them. Whole time you don't really know what's going on, and that's why we say the comparison. That comparison is the thief of joy, or thinking the grass is green over there. You mess around and leave Tennessee and move to 757 and be like, hold on, they doing the same shit we was doing. They got the same issue we got, right? And it's just a lot of us go through stuff, but we don't put it out there in the public. Some of y'all can't wait to get on Facebook and go crazy. Some of us rather just work on it in the background and publicly stay the course and keep moving forward, professionally. And keep trying to make this thing great. And as a face of your group, it's hard because you have to be in class, and the whole time you're trying to fix this shit going on in the background. But yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, that's why I said I'm anti-group, because of that, the way people view those said instructors and what's going on and all of that. And then it always make it, the group thing is also hard too, because this is the hard part right here. It's the hard part. And I've seen this locally. This is the hard part. When you got a group, y'all listening? I want y'all to jot this down. When you have a group, you mentally claim these people as yours. You shouldn't. All of you don't, but a lot of you do. And you do feel some kind of way when people start entertaining other classes. And this is the harsh, hard reality that you have to accept. You may not be the best instructor for them. Worse, you might not be a good instructor. And so when people start visiting other classes and entertaining other energies and other personalities, they might actually want to go that direction. And you like, but you a part of my group. You a part of Musa Mu. Milk it, milk it, milk it. You part of my group. And the whole time they didn't know this other stuff was out here existing. And now you mad because they dancing with these people and they supposed to be a part of what you got going on. And whole time you just need to be getting better at what you do, right? You still saying two to the left, two to the right, right? You still, whatever the situation is, you still yelling at people. You still unhospitable. You got terrible people skills, right? And now, B said log off. Hey, hey, hey. Some of y'all split or divide the group or kick people out the group. Now they had to start another group because they want to still line dance, but now they can't line dance with you. But the way I look at it, they should have never been in a group in the first place. If we was all just line dancing, I don't have to worry about it. I feel like that's kind of how, you know, I came out when I first came out. Like when I first came out, I told y'all I was under a shade. Like I didn't know the outside world existed, right? And so I can't remember the name of that movie. It was like it was Amish village of people that was it called the village? It was an Amish like an Amish village where people lived in this village and they were controlled. They were told to not go into them woods because the wolf was out there and they'll get eaten or whatever. But the whole time it was the tactic to scare them from going out there because the real world was out there. They didn't know they were living in the present time. They were living as if it was like 1800s. But there were cars and everything outside them trees that they did not know about. They were living in this space. And that's how I was when I first got into line dancing. I didn't really know about the outside world. And once you find out about the outside world and start blossoming, people will have a problem with that. The Village. Thank you. That's a good ass movie because that's a concept people use in real life. That's kind of like that gatekeeping, right? Once you find out there's a whole nother world, imagine. I feel like that's how I was. I feel like I was line dancing for like 3, 4 years, like in the village. Yo, and then it was like, people got cars? What's that? Like, and it's not going to be accepted well. Now you're an outcast. Now they don't know who you are. You ain't seen them in forever. Y'all separated. Now we got this separation. It's so many different factors. And from the instructor standpoint, like you have to be comfortable being in the presence of somebody better than you. One, you can learn. Two, um, you're forever growing. Like once you get to a place where you're not growing, you're the worst instructor on the planet. Like once you've known it all, once you got it all, once you got it, you're done because you're going to be stagnant, and now everybody's entertaining everybody else, and now you feel like they're leaving me, you know, like bro, like I always got somebody on the team that know more than me. Y'all see Tammy Parker in my class every week. I love her in there because she know way more line dances than me. She know way more steps, terminology, all that stuff. But she's a reference. I always walk over to her in class, be like, "Hey, you remember how to do this? Hey, what's the name of that jump where we do?" But if you can't be comfortable with somebody besides you that knows more than you, you always gonna feel comfortable. I mean, uncomfortable in that environment. So you ain't never going to no events with everybody at. You ain't never want to do nothing with nobody. She said the best instructors are still students. Yes. Brandon said Moose Side Move is a throwback. Hey, people don't know about Hits from the Streets, man. Yeah, man. I always wanted to have a show like that. That boy Hits was my boy. Moo, sa, moo, milk it, milk it, milk it. Kind of said, I want my group members to go to other classes. Then the burden is not all on me to teach them everything. And they get a diverse experience. I'd be like, go. That's right. That would be petty to try and control that what grown people do just because they choose to patronize your class. A group is a representation of the class, city, and sisterhood, brotherhood. The best instructors are still students. I team in my hometown, but I come to your class because I want to be better and support others. Okay. Okay. It's a good one. See, Tammy always kept me up to date when I was teaching too. Yeah, Brandon, you already know about Tammy. Tammy said, I always tell you all the time. I don't remember that. Aaron said, I have most trouble understanding this topic. If you have to work with people at your job, understand how promotions work, understand the importance of HR, the reason why you need the resume to get a job, why does it? Whoo, Aaron. Let's talk about it, Aaron. Well, see, what y'all don't understand is, I think a lot of people talk about this. Like, I think Steph talked about this years ago. Um, a lot of people really ain't never been that person, right? And some people have been an employee their whole life. They ain't never been no lead. They ain't never been no safety patrol. They ain't never been no manager. They ain't never been a head cashier. They ain't never been the head of the cheerleading squad. They weren't captain of the chess club. They was the worst bowler on their bowling squad. They ain't never led nothing. And so the moment they get an opportunity to be a leader of a line dance group, they don't understand how to navigate a lot of stuff. They don't understand what you're talking about, Aaron. That's the problem. You think they understand, they don't. They never get the promotion because they're terrible employees. They don't know how to work for nobody. You can't be a great teacher if you a bad student. So if you're a bad employee, you'll never be a great. Well, I can't take that because I'm an entrepreneur, so I guess I am the boss. But you have to understand how to be a student to be a instructor, right, or a teacher, and it helps to understand what's going on in the system of things if you're in charge. Guard crosser. The mom said, you never been a guard crosser. You never been a guard crosser your whole life. You're a loser. Oh my God. Demaya said, I personally think groups are a beautiful thing simply because it's the hardest thing to do. Match your energies, thought process, goals, etc. It's never going to be easiest route, but special in the end when you look at what you accomplish and overcome together. You still appreciate each other's differences, but the common goal is the same. Definitely trial and error, but worth it in the end. I do get what you're saying on the other end, just speaking from my standpoint of being in a group. Colin says, Tracy, you're definitely the reference person. You know more line dancers than anybody I know. I know all the names too. And know all the names too. Lala said, Aaron, many times because it's a hobby, people feel like they don't need to do all they can just to do whatever they do and supposed to think. And that's on that side. Lala, that's on that side. So a lot of hobbyists be like, well, I can kind of do whatever, man. Like, we just having fun. It really don't matter what I do, how I do it, the way I do it, the way I handle it. At the end of the day, it's just line dancing. Not when you in the community. Like when it's a culture and it's things that's your things. And if you're not doing those things that matter, that do matter, that's how we get into all these other topics and arguments from the past episodes. You stole my dance. You stole my students. You who making so many dances to who songs? Uh, why you got food on the dance floor? Why you drinking on the floor? Why you on the front row? You don't know the dance. Why you don't? But if we stay in that world of, well, we just dancing, we're having a good time, all that doesn't matter. That's how we get to all of these things, right? And that's another reason why it's hard for the community to get together. Because when you have instructors that don't teach these things, the worst thing you want to do is bring the cultured, educated, well-groomed line dancers together with groups of people who just chaotic out on the floor. And I've seen it at a lot of the big events. You got people that ain't never been nowhere, and they get out to that dance floor, boy, they got plates in their hand. They in the front row, don't know the dance, looking back at everybody else. They in the middle of the floor trying to hug and take a picture with somebody while that instructor is trying to get their dance on. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on that happen because you got instructors that don't give a fuck. That just say, we having a good time, we just dancing, and it ain't that serious. And you got people like me that know it's very serious. And it's not trying to play with this culture at all when it comes to things. I ain't. And I told you, a lot of stuff I do in my class be looking at me like, why am I doing it? Why do I need to know the choreographer? Like, most of them don't care. Why do I need to know the choreographer? Why do I need to know where this dance came from? Why do I need to know the story behind the dance, where the dance stemmed from, and why they created it at? But I be telling all of these stories, and people don't give a damn. But for me, I feel like I'm doing my part, so I do it. Brandon, you kept me up to date, and I miss your class. Oh, tell me, we're going to get Brandon back. Don't worry about that. You're going to get a segment during my 3 hours. I'm going to give him a 30-minute segment once a month. You got to come up with a segment name for. You can't just come in and pop in like you want to pop in. We ain't doing that no more, Brandon. You can't just pop in my class, spoil us for a little bit, then leave like you did a couple weeks ago. You got to come up with a monthly segment. So I'm already doing my party. The last Monday of each month, we don't teach. We just, everything we learned, we go over all that. We just play it, just play straight through for 3 hours. But I want to give you like a little segment on that joke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a vision. I'm gonna bring her back, Tammy. Many people become adults and try to force themselves to be whatever they thought they should be back in high school. Woo! Woo! I know dudes right now in their 40s. They still at the YMCA right now trying to become Michael Jordan right now. They still trying to be Michael Jordan right now. Because they want him in high school. They still trying to be Michael Jordan. They still trying to get that clout. That's crazy to me. Now you got your foot in the boot at your desk at work. Trying to live out the childhood dream because you done broke something. Trying to be LeBron in the fourth quarter at the YMCA. And yeah, a lot of people don't go over the choreography and do all that stuff. Tammy needs to have a segment before me. She's the OG, triple OG. They're not even good instructors. Yeah, so somebody just had me ready to say something. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. That's why it makes it hard for me to go to other people's classes, because you don't never want to come off as that person, right? That's why I come on here and say what I say. I feel like I give suggestions, and hopefully people look at it. And a couple of instructors reached out to me and told me that they will start doing that, right? But you go to people's class, they be like, all right, y'all, first up. Like, God dang, what's the name of the dance? They'll come on stage, all right, y'all, we gonna shake run. Who is the coach? Who made this? Like, and they don't know, like, so I can go home and look at it. After you slaughter it and jack it up on stage, I need a reference point. So when I go home, I can go look at a better video. No, what I'm saying is I need to be able to go home and practice and look at it. Because believe it or not, even like this weekend, when I go to TCH, this is crazy. Because I was watching DJ 12 Minute DJ, and he would say like he would play a track. He was like, name this dance, and I was naming them, and it's crazy. Like I can name dances that I don't even know. Like I love that stuff. I love history. I love to know the name of dances. Like just because I can't go out there and do it, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's Nikki dance. Oh yeah, that's Michelle dance. Oh yeah, that's Miko dance. Like I know the dances. I know the names. I know the choreographers. I feel like to me that's more important to know that. Well, because I'm a DJ, I guess. But to me, it's more important to know it than to actually know it, right? Because now when I'm watching it, I'm giving it respect in my mind. That person, like, ooh, they made that dance. They danced, they did that, right? And so, and even I remember when I first started workshopping. I remember my first UC. This is my first big workshop. I was at UC like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I don't remember. Like this is the year before the storm. The storm was my second UC. We had the snowstorm. This was like my first jump, 2015, 16. And people kept asking, what's the name of that dance? I keep seeing people go to the stage or go to the choreographer. Ask, what's the name of the dance? Who made that dance? Who did that? And back then I didn't get it. I was like, man, this when the song come on, go out there and do it. What the fuck you need all that for? Now I know. Now I know, like, oh. Now I be up there asking, what's the name of that dance? Who made that dance? Especially because a lot of instructors, like at workshops, teach dances that they did not make. So now it make it easier for me to go research it, pull it up, and find out what's going on. And not to mention, I know most of y'all now. So I also love to put a name in the face with a dance. And that's another thing that makes you be more intentional about this stuff. Like when you look at my 108 dances that I posted on the beginner's ball, I'm about to post 4 more dances for the beginner's ball. If you look at those videos and look at and understand who the choreographers are, I might shoot those videos, like even though the videos might be on like 45 seconds, I might shoot those videos 5 or 6 times. Only because I personally know the choreographers a lot of times. So that makes it make me be more intentional about doing it right. Because I know them now, I have to give a fuck. I have to care. So it's like, oh, yeah, I don't want to mess up Lisa dance like this. Let me go look at it again. Or you know what I'm saying? Or Roz, when she crossed, okay, the pretty girl back? Oh, all right. I'll make sure, the dance is giving what it's supposed to give because I personally know the person who made that jump. Correct. And that's true. And a lot of times when people may think that you're doing something new, you're not doing something new. Even myself. Like Kenny J came to me at the beginner's ball a while ago. It was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. 2 years ago. It was like, what made you come up with the beginner's ball? And I was like, man, I told him my spiel that I gave y'all 1,000 times, whatever. He was like, well, we used to do one in up where I'm at, and blah blah blah. I'm like, damn, I did not know that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times when you think you're doing something new, you're really not, right? And so the foundation has pretty much been laid, and the ideas that cross our minds have probably crossed other people's minds, and we just may be the person that it will carry it, or even if it is your own idea, it's not something that hasn't been done. And like I said, to me, as long as it's a conversation, like he pulled me to the side and we had that conversation, so he can understand where I was coming from when I came up with it. The same thing with the conversation about Line Dance University. So originally, Christopher Page was doing Line Dance University, but he stopped doing it, right? And then Lady in My Town came up with the same thing, not knowing about Christopher Page's Lion University, right? Created it, copyrighted it, and she come up with Lion University. Christopher Page reached out to her. They had a conversation trying to figure out what came from what and all of that. It was cool, right? And now we are where we at. And so it's, to me, it's about communication and understanding, not to be petty. Like, it wasn't like Christopher came on Facebook and was like, oh, it's a fraudulent Lion University out here, blah, blah, blah. I was the first one with it. No, he actually had a conversation with that individual, and then we moved forward. Same thing about when I first got on here and was saying what I was saying about whoever was saying about they were saying about me. But you got my number. Call me. Like, be grown up. Be grown up, please. I want to know the name of the dance so I can pull up the video at home. I can't learn that fast. Yeah, the thing about YouTube, man, you can always stop it, rewind it, run it back, play it again. You know, it's a good situation. I love it. And I'm slow too, believe it or not. Like I'm a catcher on the floor for certain dances, but like a workshop, put me in the workshop 9 times out of 10, except for that dance that Kathy taught in Columbus, which got me so frustrated. I was ready to throw chairs and tables across the goddamn ballroom. But for the most part, if you give me a workshop, I can catch it. So, whenever you break it down again, one more time, 2 more times, 5, 6, 7, 8, one more time, 5, 6, 7, 8, give it to me one more time, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I got it. All right, let's go. I'm that kind of person too. So YouTube, I can always rewind it. What the fuck she just do? Rewind it. Hold on, she rewind it. Oh, that's what she did. Okay. And you can't get that in a class. Class time is it depends on who class you're in. Some classes, they ain't got that much time. They got to move on to the next one, And so YouTube makes it easy to break that thing down. But y'all talking about Tracy replying to Lala, have the nerve to want to charge or said classes. No, sir, ma'am. I'm keeping my coins and looking at YouTube. What? Y'all saying be charging the most out of anybody. What y'all talking about? Do the homework. Bruh, don't get me started with that. So I got a newsletter now that I created for my line dance class. I just started this month. I have a newsletter where on my newsletter, I have all the information where you can go to get the class, gear and line dance Monday, t-shirts, hoodies, all that. Then I got the QR code where you can go to the radio station. Then I got, a QR code where you can join the Line Dance Mondays group page and all of that stuff and on Facebook. But on the top right of the newsletter, I have the dances of the month, the dances that we'll be learning, the dances that we're spotlighting. And it says in hopes that people will go home, because I already created a homework tab on my website, but I stopped using that because they stopped using it. They wasted my damn time and my $11 a month that I was paying for the website. But the newsletter was in hopes that they could take this list of dances, review them at home. My class is on Monday. Review them Sunday night. Take a look at them on Sunday night. Just peek at it. Learn how the dance start. Know when to come in on the 5, 6, 7, 8. Look, something. Look at it. Do something with yourself. Golly. I don't even know where the dance start. They don't know the first step of every single dance. And I'm hoping with the emergence of my newsletter that I put out, I posted it on the group page. I put it out on the around the room and on chairs and tables and stuff. Whew. Inbox me for a copy. So I remember, inbox me for a copy of the newsletter. How do I choose my spotlight dances? So there's different things. So with mine this year, this month, I always want to go back. Like I said, yesterday, one of the ones was STL Jamaica Funk. So I always want to go back and spotlight a classic, right? Because I feel like we're moving forward so much. And there's so many classic joints and stuff that's outside of our region or stuff that I feel like that's fun, like from back in the day that I want to highlight. So that'll be one. Then you want to have one that's like if you're gonna be traveling, this is one of the newer ones that everybody doing, right? So you want to have one of those on there. Then of course you're gonna have catch it on the floor joint that might be hot. Add that to the list, but you just don't want to have a bunch of dances that just came out. I feel like we always want to reach back to on that list. So reach back, add one or two dances that's classic, put that on the list, and then reach forward or into the present and compile your list like that. And it'll get you to a decent list. And I got so many people that come from out of town that pop in my class, keeping it on that type of setup. They want to enjoy it too, regardless of where you come from or what you're doing or why you're there. You'll be able to enjoy it. Like, oh, okay, y'all teaching that? Oh, all right. Yeah. And this is actually challenging me, right? If I just go into class like I don't know, I'm a teacher. I'm just gonna go ahead and wing it, which I did so many times. It's like I don't know, I'm teaching today. Now we got it. Now I have to know. I gotta know the list. I gotta know those, right? So it puts responsibility on me to be better. Aaron said, "You've been doing it for 2 years. Y'all amazing." And that's why I say I love traveling during the week. I promise y'all, I get more by going to people's classes than I do by going to their events. When I went to Cleveland on my way to Columbus, I stopped at Robert Johnson Jr.'s class, and they had a newsletter. And I was like, "This shit is sweet. Hold on, this is sweet. Okay, I need to implement this." Right, and of course, his might look different than mine or whatever. But I love the concept and keeping people informed about what you got going on. And we may be going somewhere next month. Everybody get your coins together, whatever the situation may be. So now I can start doing that. I have a newsletter now. I'm like, all right, y'all, we getting ready to go to South Carolina. Blah blah blah. Get ready, or stuff of that nature. Lala said, "Okay, Mr. Charles, inbox me. I gotta call you back too from yesterday. I was at Carlos's school when you called yesterday. At our Friday after work party, I post challenge dances, list 5 or 6 dances, various levels, and a classic for instructors to teach so they can know it and dance, or it challenged them to learn it on their own." Colin says, "What type of things do you include in your newsletter?" Yeah, my newsletter. I'm actually at a bowling alley, so on the newsletter, I try to help them out too. I include the hours of happy hour on there, the specials. They got like a bowling special and the game card and all that stuff. I put that on there. But I also put, like I said, where we gonna be going next, the QR code for the Line Dance Monday shirts and hoodies and stuff. And you can put anything on it. You can be real creative. I'll send you a copy of my joint too, Carlin. Just to kind of gauge it, look at it. But yeah, man, But all of these things make it easier for the community to become one. Like Lala said, imagine a list where all the other instructors kind of know, all right, when we go to this event, these dances we might want to know. So when we go there, we could dance. You know, it's kind of, okay. Not 40, not 50, not 85, 4. She said 5 or 6 dances. Yeah, see that? You know, don't do nothing crazy. That's how my spotlighted dance list is. It ain't that long. I ain't got 20 dances on there. Mm-mm. You also got to know your people too, know your class. So your class might can have 20 on the dance list, mine not, right? So just, understand what's what. But but to end that conversation about the communities, Brandon, I think it needs to start with the quarterly, the biannual meetings twice a year, every 4 months, every 3 months. All the instructors from said city, said area have a meeting. Everybody can talk about individuality and then talk about the inclusion part. And the inclusion part usually is the uncomfortable part. I think it'll be a great thing, man. You know, because right now it's getting to a point where traveling to cities multiple times is kind of like crazy. So I named this before. I'm not going to name no cities this time. But if you think we're coming to your city 10 times because y'all got 10 groups that's having 10 annual events, we're not. We're not. We're not. I don't care what city it is. We're not. So when you create a national event, a lot of times it's better if people were to kind of like do a joint effort on that for it to be successful. For you even not to come out your pocket, right? We just gonna talk serious, like to make it worth your time. If you're gonna have a national event and trying to bring instructors in and do all that, we can't have 10 of those in the same city. I'm sorry. Ain't none of y'all been to the same city outside of your city 10 times for a national event. You ain't. You might have been there for a little pop-up workshop. You might have been there for, a little this, little that. You might have a little boo down there. You might got a, you might, that where your side piece live at, But we are not doing it. And I feel like it would be better, bro. You imagine that. Imagine that, bro. We'll be renting out. We'll be having a line dance event at the damn basketball stadium. Be like, man, 20 groups just came together in one city and having an event. What? Man, but that's just me thinking the way I think. What I think don't ever make sense, and until I do it. But I think more of that mindset should be, implemented. And I might, and to hold myself accountable, we do have a Richmond line dance page. Well, we have a Richmond line dance instructor chat that I think a couple of instructors need to be added to it too. We got some new instructors now too. And I'm gonna be first, right? So instead of me telling y'all what I think would work, yeah, UWD was that, but that was more like a bigger thing, like people from other cities, right? But I'm just saying, like, if you was just to, right, in your city, 757 don't count because that's like 7 cities altogether. Y'all whole goddamn and within 30 minutes, y'all got 1 billion people, right? Well, you be second then, Lala. We gonna have a Richmond Zoom meeting with all the instructors to talk about all kind of stuff, and then y'all gonna have a 757 instructor Zoom meeting to talk about what y'all need to talk about. And like I said, the first time it might be people on there, then it might not even cut their camera on. They don't even want to look at you, right? But they got to start having these conversations and making this thing better and moving forward, and also highlighting new people. Let's talk about that too. I always felt like some people wasn't spotlighted the way they should be spotlighted. Some of us people that have been around a while might need to slide over a little bit for some of the new people. I ain't saying you got to give up your spot. I ain't saying you ain't the OG. But some of us need to slide over and start spotlighting some of these people that is in a space that we was in back in the day. That beginner energy, that beginner love. Like a lot of us don't even got it no more. We need to let them people slide up a little bit and be spotlighted because they still got that fire. Cause I see some instructors that come in my class. I'm like, oh, she got that fire. She really love this shit. I be sitting there. I remember when I used to love line dancing like that. That's why the newsletter and stuff like this are things that I'm using to get me back to that space of loving it again, like loving it, like looking at something and say, yo, I'm gonna go home and learn that shit tonight. Matter of fact, fuck it, I'm gonna learn it in the parking lot. I can't wait to get home. I'm not there right now. I promise you, I'm not there. I see a dance and be like, oh, that's cute. Okay. Hey. Okay, that's good. That's what I'm saying. She definitely got the fire. Dante got that. Ooh, 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 ooh. I gotta learn this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, and I think a lot of those new instructors need to be spotlighted, highlighted, even with it in their growth. I hear all the banter and chatter and all the he say, she say, but a lot of new instructors don't get the grace that we got when we came in, and I feel like they need to be spotlighted, given the grace, given the stage, but in a proper way, right? But given a chance to mess up, become better, and also let their them like their inner person be seen. Like they don't have to always be in the background. It don't have to be the same 3 or 4 instructors in your city that everybody know about. Like people already know us, and if they don't know you've been doing it the wrong way too long or something, whatever. But slide over. That's Lala. Oh my God. Well, y'all, I'm in on here. 40. Listen to y'all. Listen to me. I cried the other night in bed. Lala said she started loving line dance again when she stopped instructing. That's when I started, everything hit the fan when you started becoming an instructor. And this is what I cried about. All right. This is real. All right. I want y'all to analyze this. I've always wanted to be the shit in line dancing. Like I've always wanted to know the dances. I wanted to be out there like Earl the whole goddamn night. When I first seen Steph and Molly Mall and Chris Blues and all these guys, I wanted to be on that front row doing that shit. And when I first got outside of the village and seen Brandon and AJ and Gary and all these guys out there dancing backwards and spinning and sliding and all that. Bro, I wanted that for myself. But when I became an instructor, I feel like it was the most selfless thing I did, which hindered me in my personal line dance growth. I feel like everything I've done to this point now, outside of the line dance crews, has hindered my line dance growth because I care too much about the overall community of the people. Me caring about getting up all these goddamn people to dance at the fucking beginner's ball is part of the reason why I don't know a lot of the things that I think I should know, because I'm too busy worrying about all the other people that's not dancing when I can be learning all the dances, and I can be amongst the people that I want to dance amongst. But I'm staying the course because in my heart, that's what I believe I need to be doing. I feel like that's my calling. But believe me, anybody that know me, first of all, I'm blunt. Anybody that know me knows I am an attention whore. So why wouldn't I want to be beside Stefan doing all these goddamn dances? Why wouldn't I want y'all to see me body rolling and hitting all that stuff, and Quan and everybody beside me dancing out there with them dudes? Why wouldn't I want that? That's what I want. I want to sit down and learn all that stuff. But me being an instructor, dealing with the people that I deal with, caring about the people that I care about, dealing with the antics, the politics, and the issues, and all that other stuff, it takes away the love, and it settled me to a place where I was shorting myself. That shit, it shit drives me crazy. I've been an athlete my whole life, bro. I bowled, baseball, track, basketball, high jumper, number one in the region in high jump. So when I see dudes dancing and doing what they do, y'all think the inner me want to go out there and kill that shit? Hell yeah. I want to go out there and kill that shit. But I'm too worried about getting your aunties and your grandmas and your great aunts up off the goddamn tables and chairs and getting on the damn floor. And the fact that I be getting criticized about it is even crazier because I want to be on that other side. But I feel like I'm too focused on the advancement of the community and just getting people moving in general, right? I'm tired of seeing everybody sitting down. So that's why I came up with what I came up with. I feel like there could be a growth from it. I already told y'all my vision. I'm not going over this again on what the beginning ball is. You can think what you want it to be. You can gossip and say what you think it is, but it's not that. And everybody that show up there know that. Linda Sims got on stage and said it herself. She was like, "This ain't no beginner's ball." No, it's a place for everybody coming up there and having a good time. If you never seen it, you put your own eyes and been there, shut the hell up. You don't know what's going on in that junk. You don't know what I'm trying to create, what I'm trying to make. I'm trying to create a safe space where everybody can dance and get on the flow. I'm being very intentional about that shit. But in the meantime, bro, because I never been in the military, but I still stand on that same code. No man left behind. I still stand on, I'm gonna get you across that finish line. Let's go. We can all do this together. That's why I always play team sports. But the crazy thing is, I was the best at the individual sports. So imagine if I took away my team mentality and didn't give a fuck about y'all and said, I'm just gonna learn all these dances, the hard ones, the easy ones, the medium ones for myself, and don't care about being instructed no more. Bro, when I get to these parties, it's over for y'all. It's over for y'all. When I move out the way. I'm just being honest. If you want to carry it like that, I'm just being honest. If I was just doing this for myself, I ran relays. I played basketball. I played soccer as a kid. I bowled on the teams since I was 8 years old, and I had a 225 average at the age of 12 years old in bowling. When I did individual sports, when I did high jump, when it was just me against that damn bar, I was the best because I only had to rely on me and I only had to train for myself. It wasn't nobody else involved in that shit. And that's when I was at the best I was. So when I do this type of stuff, create these events, create these activities, create these brunches, and do these things, I'm always caring about the masses. And to get slapped, beat down, abused for that is crazy to me. Y'all don't think I want to be on that floor. I talk to my mom. I talk to T about this every week. I be on the fence. This is where I'm at with line dancing right now. I'm on the January. I'm ready to I'm on two sides, two extremes. I'm ready to January tell y'all, hey y'all, we start bringing back instructors from out of town. We about to take this line dance thing to another level in Richmond. Blah blah blah. On this, but I might wake up tomorrow feeling the way I did yesterday and be like, telling everybody December 30th is my last class. I ain't teaching no more. That's where I'm at. Because I want to not be an instructor sometimes. I want to just go out here, learn what I want to learn, do the homework that my class don't do, learn the dances of what I want to learn, and then when I start traveling, because I traveled to 26, I did almost 20 events this year. But you think I don't want to be out there being the one? Bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all talking, I'm a cycle. Brian rode my bike from 125 miles by myself. I'm an athlete from Richmond to Washington, D.C. I rode my bike from Richmond to Lynchburg. Not Lynchburg, Charlottesville. Come on, man. By myself. Like, we talking about dancing? Come on, man. Yeah, they do. Like, and I talked to my class on the microphone a couple of weeks ago. I said it makes it hard for me to travel to events and experience what I experienced and then come back to class. I be hyped. And they be looking at me like, why are you up there so hyped? Because y'all don't know what I just experienced when I was out of town. I don't get it. I went down to the Eagles Nest with the white folk and then Chesapeake. Them people get it in. Ain't nobody classing out early like that on a Wednesday night. Wednesday jumping. It's jumping in that jump. Everybody's serious about their culture, their craft, how they dress, learning the dances. Everybody on the floor quiet while the dude teaching it all. We don't do that shit. God damn, we don't do that shit. But I want to do that. I don't even want to teach some days. Whew, don't even get me started on that. Got me in my bed. I feel like when you lose a game in basketball or something, you go home and be mad all week. Sometimes I used to feel like that. I was go dancing and I ain't know all them dancing stuff. I'd be like, damn, I wanted to be out there, man. I ain't stuffing all them, ain't all that, man. That's how I be, man. I can do that, man. Let me learn that shit, dog. That's the inner monster in me ready to come out, like wanting to do that. Because I appreciate what they do. I appreciate what they do and why they do it. That's why I never give them no backlash. Y'all always thinking I'm taking up for everybody. No, I understand everybody's position. Y'all don't, if you never been an instructor, you would never know. You would never understand that fight. Cause Quan called me on some other stuff. Like y'all don't like it's two sides to it. Quan be dancing his ass off, but Quan also called me and try to figure out how to get people in his class. And I'm like, hey man, you might gotta, if you want people, you might gotta make it easier. But if you just want to dance like you dancing now, just dance. So you gotta pick a side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, I don't understand the two devils that we got on each of our shoulders. Like, you know, and like Lala just said, at some point, I'm just gonna have to be real selfish. The only selfish thing I did this year for myself that was really selfish was buy a motorcycle. Like everything I've done, like recreation wise, has always been worried about my friends. Well, if I get a jet ski, I should get two jet skis, or we should get a boat so all my friends can get on there. I said, you know what? I'm gonna sell my damn jet skis and get me a goddamn motorcycle. I need to do something for my damn self. I need to go out down the open road for me, not worrying about nobody else having a good time. Me, yeah. Hey, y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Y'all still hear me? Hold on, wait. Type if I'm back. Jesus Christ, that was crazy. Hey, Brandon. Yes, okay. So the conversation got too real and Facebook government trying to shut them down. And that's why I always keep the two devices on. So my laptop is always on in the back, on the backstage. And I use my phone. But yeah, that's just me being transparent, man. Like I've never been a I can't person. He said I was trying to buy MC. Hey, that's next, man. That's next. Y'all don't understand the heights I do have. The heights I do see line dancing going. But I've never been an I can't person. So he was like, "Can you do that dance?" Of course I can. It might take me a little bit longer to learn that joke, though. But I feel like anything you start doing a lot, especially for me, once I start doing something a lot, addiction sets in. Then I start trying to dominate it. Like I don't. I'm like a all or nothing type of person. So once I decide to do something, like then I want to dominate it, right? So if I decide I want to start dancing, I'm going to dominate it. Like, but I can't entertain what I'm doing now. So it's like I can't entertain that right now because I know how I am. If anybody know me, like back when I was a gamer, bro, I was nationally ranked in Madden. But I was so into gaming that it would affect my job, my girl, people I was dating at the time be like, "You play the game too much, you do," because I was so into gaming. I haven't played a video game. I haven't owned a video game system in damn near 12, 15 years because I couldn't not go all in on that. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, once I go in on something, I go in on it. So once y'all see me starting these events, y'all saw how I dove in and go in on it. I focus in on it and understand that lane and master it. So if I was to not do that and start dancing, because I'm not great at multitasking like that. I really dive all in or it's gonna be crazy. He said, I'm Kobe, ain't it? Kobe! For real. Oh man. And like I said, I love y'all. We've been on here for a long time. What time is it? Going on 2 hours, 1:55. Gotta take a shower, get ready to pick my son up from school. He's in swimming now. He had his second swimming lesson yesterday. I'm excited about him doing that. Another life skill he needs. Uh, but whew, line dancing. Shout out to the page. This is Carlos, the line dance prince, sitting on the throne. Hope you guys had a great episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you took something from it. Hope you grew as a person, as a line dancer, as an instructor. Um, to reiterate, first weekend of April, we had the beginners ball. April 4th through the 6th, there is a pre-party. The rooftop is sold out for the 3rd. But the same time and the same day, we're having another party on that Thursday at the host hotel. The link is out there on social media. You also got an email if you already registered about that event. Click that link. Tickets are available for that. We got me and Q will be your host for the weekend. And then I got DJs, the Professor of Excellence. We got Lady Steph. We got myself, DJ Worldwide, and a DJ Pleasure. And then we have a great instructor lineup. One of my favorites, personal favorites, Bernetta Cisco from New Orleans, Louisiana. We got Donnie coming from Cali, April Johnson from Baltimore, and representing the city of Atlanta and the actual state of Georgia, we got Alicia Taylor Williams. So it's gonna be a great situation. Um, and then, of course, we got the Line Dancing Groovy Cruise coming up, hosted by me, put on by my mother, the greatest travel agent in the country. Like I said, we do have doubles, triples, and quads available if you have not registered for this Cruise. Go to www.theLineDancingGroovyCruise.com. It's gonna be a great situation. We are almost sold out. We are clean over 2,900 people. We just got our inventory back from the cruise to confirm what we had left. And we do have some doubles left. We didn't have no doubles at first, so now we still got doubles, triples, and quads available. So go get your spots on this epic, historic event coming up. Because next month we'll be saying this summer. We started promoting this thing in April 2023. We were saying, yeah, in 2 years we're gonna have this event going on. And this year we were saying next year is gonna be. Next month we'll be saying this summer. It's finally here. The Line Dancing Groovy Cruise, where we have the whole damn ship leaving out of Miami. Do not miss that. It will be amazing. I love you guys. It's your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince. Make sure y'all tune in next week to Sitting on the Throne every Tuesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Remember the radio station. Send me your music. Send me your dances. There might be dances in your region that we don't get enough love. Send me that music. Send it to Soul Line Dance Radio at yahoo.com. Or you can just find it through the radio link. Just go to Soul Line Dance Radio and check it out. Gone. I love you guys. Cash out. Okay, hold on, wait. Time out. Hold on. Now she said you bring it up. Donate. Cash app is $ Line Dance Prince. The Venmo is a Line Dance Prince. Yeah, if you want to donate to what we got going on, the radio station costs money. This platform costs money that I use to do the podcast. All this stuff costs money. But I'm also going to hit you guys up with that newsletter. If you want an idea how you can do the newsletter in your class, in your city, how you can put that together. It's your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince. I'll let y'all look at that Cash App a little bit longer. Take a picture of it, screenshot it, save it. If you're going to do a screenshot this. Oh, man. I think I want some Jamaican food today. All right, I got a lot of work to do today. I got to make some more videos and all type of stuff. I appreciate y'all. It was good.